Yo, what up? Good morning, GMG. Monday. Ooh, baby. Gonna be a big week. August 18th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler. Mando, good morning, boys. How you guys doing today?
Great. Another day in paradise. How are you?
Thank you. Another day in paradise indeed. Tyler, how you doing?
I'm good. You know, it could be a little better if it wasn't so red out there here this morning. I'll just say this. I'm kind of ready for August to be over.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get let's get everyone back to the desk.
Yeah.
Let's get back to work. And
that's enough.
Pumping these coins, I guess, is to be very specific.
This is enough Central Pay right now. All right. It's enough. We gotta let's get everybody back to work. All right. Chop. You know, Ibiza. Sadly, Ibiza doesn't close until like mid-October. But it's time for people to come back. It's time for Labor Day. I was telling Vanessa the same thing. I was like, I'm over the summer. I've had a very successful summer, boys. You know, very happy about it. It's over, right? It's chop. You know, it's time. Chop suey. I was even telling, fresh off. We're gonna have to talk to that because I had a crazy weekend with J Beebs. Like I mean, if you think Tyler's weekend was crazy, fucking talking about microcaps all weekend long, trenching, like Tyler's notifications were going. You were like every fucking 10 minutes. Tyler did it. Fucking the light only goes on. Fucking. But if you think you had a crazy weekend, Tyler, I mean, you know, spending the weekend with Justin Bieber, Kendall Jenner, and co. That was quite something. Sadly for you guys, the only thing I showed them was Fartcoin, and of course, you know, MYRIAD. But you know, I'm ready for summer. I was telling Lox here this morning. I was chatting with him. I was like, dude, you know, summer is about to be over. People who didn't work all summer are about to come back and run laps around people because they're gonna be fresh, and we're just gonna be, you know, tired from having done all summer. But it doesn't matter. This is where you know, this is where champions are made, and everyone's about to come back, and they need to come back faster. So that we can send, you know. So anyways, summer's over, everybody. Get back on your horses. It's time to ride. Anyways, today's show today. Can we just talk about how like 90% of CT fell for the PSYOP? Like you guys I mean, we're on a topic. We're not gonna make this a topic when the show gets started. Like we're live, by the way, on kick.com/Degenz live. I posted a link. Come check us out. But can we just talk about a Twitter employee actually fell for it?
Come on, I guess they don't watch the show. They must just be listening to the show. He's like, he looks like you, but like, come on, like we.
There's a lot of people that are like you, dude. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of Farouk derivatives out there. You know what I mean? I'm the prototype. I'm the original. Actually, maybe John Lennon was the original. I'll give him that. But you know, I saw this. Like my phone was buzzing last night. Like I got tagged in this post like maybe 10, 15 times because people just love tagging me every time. There's like long hair guy here, Farouk and music NFTs. Like there's a bunch of tags here. Telling my kids this was Farouk. There you go. Just a bunch of people tagging me. I'm not even making it up. And I was like, fuck it. Let me just play into this. And tell J Beebs I appreciate the time spent with him. I didn't expect this to have 180,000 views. Like I'm gonna gain some yaps here, boys. And I thought it was hilarious. And then I thought a lot of people would like see it, but it looks like a lot of people actually like fell into it. And there's even this like ex team member that works into like, unless she's fucking with me, which would be hilarious. But anyways, I thought that was funny, you know, as the markets are red, that we could fuck around a little bit in the markets. So anyways, another show. Markets, Mando, you're gonna have to tell us what you've done to the charts because you know, I know you were TPing last week, and here we are, negative, you know, 1,000,000% on the markets. Let us know if it's all over or not. So we'll talk markets. Don't worry, everyone. It's not over. All right, chill. Next, Tyler. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the show, Tyler had a big weekend. Tyler was tweeting this weekend. He was trenching for sure. So I want to know what the fuck this whole light thing is and everything you've been buying, because I'm curious. I'm definitely sidelined on everything. And then last but not least, we'll do a YEET giveaway. Someone's going to win some money today. Whoop, whoop. So make sure yeet.com, you sign up using the FOMO hour code. If you want to be a chance to win 5 days a week. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is the connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto, as recognizable as Visa at checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. But also, shout out to our partners, man. Kraken Pro. With Kraken Pro, you get full control over your layout. Drag and drop any module. Customize it all. It's clean, it's smooth, and built for real traders. If you trade crypto, check out pro.kraken.com. Trade without trade-offs. Mando.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what's going on, guys.
I don't even have a single chart open. I'm not gonna lie.
That make you feel better?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Market stocks are down a very small amount. It just feels like crypto is it's just being volatile for the sake of being volatile. There's nothing in the data that made me think, or recent retail sales or any of the data that's come out last week that was like that bad. I guess we initially started selling off when PPI happened, and then haven't really recovered since that. But nothing, the reason, I mean, today stocks are stable and we just kind of went lower. People are probably going to try and make more out of last week's headlines. So the comments around the idea that they're not going to buy Bitcoin. So I just don't really know why that was a big expectation. PPI has not affected the rate cut odds as far as I'm aware. So the idea that PPI is going to be the shooting, I don't think it's that. I think we're just in a market where leverage has picked up. We went from like straight into greed mode on CT. ETH was near an all-time high, and it was a flush is kind of expected. This is exactly why I was saying I was going into Bitcoin, right? This exact reason. And I don't think you need to like. It's not all so over. It's just this is how crypto is. Like you trade the psychology of different things. In terms of where I think you would want to see support on Bitcoin, at least, like its previous when it went down recently, it went down to about 112 area.
Yeah,
that would be the main area of support, in my opinion. I mean, if it closes above that, then you've just put in a higher high and a higher low again. So it would be just an upward trend, but more like a sideways trend. On ETH, it's a little bit more difficult because there aren't any like really obvious points of support until like the last all-time high, which is like 4K, which is about another 5% from here, roughly.
Yeah,
I am expecting ETH to hit that, just to let people know. Like, I do think it would be good for that, because it would show support at that level, and then you could kick on and hit an all-time high, I think, after that. So that's kind of where I'm looking at for buying a decent bag of ETH again. Altcoins obviously falling out of bed pretty badly. Bitcoin dominance is still only at 60%, because I think ETH is held up still pretty well in a move like this.
Yeah.
The strongest altcoin is Link, interestingly, which Tyler brought up. The XRP army has now moved on to Link. I bought a bit of Link this morning. That was the one coin I bought in this bloodbath. Not bloodbath, but I was like, oh, well, if they're going to XRP this thing, then who knows?
So wait, what's the whole story? Because like I was away when everyone was chilling Link, and I come back and it's like everyone and their mothers is talking about Link. Like everyone, every chat, every person I know, all who never bought Link in their lives is talking about Link. It's like, what's the backstory here?
Link is an oracle.
No, I know what Link. Like Link is like one of the probably most used blockchains in crypto.
Yeah, so they basically take data and they put it on the blockchain.
Yeah.
people have said that, you know, as you move into TradFi, this sort of data is important. They did announce a buyback on their coin. It's not crazy amounts, but this is an army. This is the XRP army, right? All over again.
The Link Marines. The Link Marines.
Marines,
So we
right?
call them.
Very
Correct.
much, this is very much a TikTok coin. I
see.
Similar sort of group. Very similar sort of thing where like the foundation's been selling for a long time, just like XRP, and then suddenly, bam! It's the future of finance.
I see.
I actually have there's more credibility to Link being used, in my opinion, than XRP. But
Well, there is. I mean, don't they have a partnership with JP Morgan and that, like Link, like literally, like isn't it the biggest oracle in the industry?
it's definitely the biggest oracle. Yeah, definitely the biggest oracle. But do I think this can go to like 1,000? I don't know. But like, it just when people start speaking in the way they have been, I've learned to start paying attention and not necessarily care too much about the fundamentals. So
Got it.
Do I think this should be, 2x? I don't know. But I'm not going to bet against it now. 50 billion would put it pretty high, in my opinion.
It's looking good. It's looking really good, actually.
It looks strong. Yeah.
Very strong. Tyler, you got some Link? I feel like you would be a Link Marine.
I haven't entered it yet. So some egg on my face.
Buy some now. Tyler, now's your moment.
Yeah, the chart looks great. And yeah, the thesis, I get the thesis.
Yeah, totally.
This is effectively just like a mimetic major play.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Love that. All right, Mando. Well, looks like we've got our targets here with Mando. Bitcoin dominance is just what, 59
this week we have Jackson Hole, which is the US Economic Conference in Jackson Hole. Is Jackson Hole in Wyoming or Utah? Or not Utah?
It's in White.
Is it Montana or Wyoming?
How do we know? I mean, Tyler, you should know this. Like, you're the one. Like, you're the resident American.
I'm looking this up. It's in Wyoming.
It's in Wyoming. That's right.
I've never been out there. I've never been out to the Mountain
Wait,
West.
no one's ever. Have you ever met someone from Wyoming? By the way, like it's not real, right?
I've never met anyone from there. I know people who go vacation out in Jackson.
There you go.
It's beautiful.
Same thing as pigeons. Like, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Like, honest question.
Well, no, because they're not real.
Correct. So you've never met someone from Wyoming.
Is it part of Yellowstone or no? Is it outside Jackson Hole?
I don't know the answer to that.
Dude, come on, man. Now this guy's getting into
I'm not a national park expert.
No, it's not. It's not part of the Yellowstone National Park. Jackson Hole is a valley in Wyoming located adjacent to Grand Teton National Park and just south of Yellowstone National Park. It's a popular base camp for exploring both camps. Isn't that where like dinosaurs are from and shit? Like that whole area? No, that whole area. Wyoming and everything.
There's dinosaurs all over the US, but
yeah.
You get the super volcano in Yellowstone, right?
But anyways, why does Jackson Hole matter so much every year, Mando? Because every year, I know, because we host the show a lot, every year we talk about this infamous Jackson Hole comments from Powell.
Because as we've said before, everyone should be on holiday. And this is one of the only events that happens over the summer. Congress is normally on holiday. The Senate's normally on holiday. The Fed doesn't meet until mid-September. Data normally in this period is no one really cares, right? So Jackson Hole is seen as like this. All right, let's turn on the TV and see what they're going to say. While we're in Saint-Tropez, and then we come back for September, and September is the period where everyone gets, it's very volatile again. So it more just signals the policy for the rest of the year. We'd probably get a pretty good indication if they're going to cut rates next month in Jackson Hole. Now, at the moment, the odds of that, if I go to Polymarket or...
Let's check on Fed Watch.
No,
what does Poly has about?
They have a 71% chance.
Okay. Fed Watch is down to 83.2 from 97%.
So we're close.
Yeah.
I think we just wait to see what they say. My guess is that Powell will probably not. I don't know. He's not normally given that much at these Jackson Holes. Like, as in, the whole point of the Fed, by the way, and like one of the main purposes of central bank policy is forward guidance. They like to tell you if they're going to cut rates. They're like, that's like part of what they want to do. So he shouldn't be saying anything that he hasn't really said before at a Fed meeting. But there may just be a slight tone to say, oh, okay, we're thinking about doing it, which will be might take you from 75% to like 85% or 90%. That sort of thing.
All right. Well, what is that exactly?
Thursday, I think. Friday.
I think it's Friday morning.
Oh, we have time.
And that might be a 2-day event. So I'm not sure exactly when like the guidance will come out. The other wild card is we've got this Zelensky meeting with Trump today.
Today, right?
Yeah. And the talk is they're going to give up the Donbass to end war.
So do we think that was the real Vladimir Putin in America, or do we think that was a stunt double? Like, that was the topic of conversation this weekend.
He's definitely had work done, right? Like, no doubt in my mind, he's had work done. He looks like Zac Efron. Very
well, to be fair, Zac Efron, you know why he's got his surgery?
Yeah, like hurt his chin or something like that.
He almost died. Like, he was running in his home and he slipped and like knocked his face on
That's the official story, Farouk. Come on, like, for a guy who believes in conspiracy theories as much as you do,
they always start by calling us conspiracy theories.
Zac Efron managed to slip and hit his chin on a facing instead of did some plastic surgeries to his face. It's beneath you. It's beneath you as a man.
Always conspiracy theories until they're not, you know? Have you heard about the Great Wall on Antarctica? No,
yeah. You'll believe that one, but Zac Efron.
I'm not like that.
Chin.
I'm like right in between. I'm like right in between those guys and where I'm at. Like I'm like that in betweener. Right? Like, I believe the Earth is round. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. But like, what do we think? Like, Twitter was going off this weekend over like Putin's.
Maybe he slipped and hit his chin. You know. Maybe.
I think that someone put a market up on it, and it was like less than 1%. It was fake. So
we wouldn't know if it's real.
It was the real Putin. Ceasefire odds are only at 38% for 2025. I don't know. That feels like kind of low to me.
Russia?
Yeah, Russia, Ukraine ceasefire.
But what year? In 2025?
Wow, that's really low.
Ooh, but it's low, but it's high for where it's been. Like, it was 10 days ago with 20%.
Yeah, so it's up, but I don't know. I mean,
what about August? Hold on, August is that? Dude,
oh, that's
August
an interesting bet. Wow.
Yo, guys, August at 8%. If you're trying to gamble, like, that's a fun one. You know, dude, like 12-1. You know which market I like the most?
The thing is, they may just destroy you and be like, "There's going to be a peace summit in September."
Yeah, you know,
then you're just screwed, right?
You know, someone at UMA is about to pull some shit. You know, like, you know what market I really like, and I've been wanting to take a position, but I've just been too lazy, which is going to cost me the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, it was at 3% when I was looking at it. I genuinely believe that Trump, every move every move he makes has been like in order to try and get that Nobel Peace Prize before he's.
Apparently, he asked for it the other day. He was speaking to the Swedish foreign minister and asked for it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, this is a good. It's 10-1. There's 10-1.
Yeah.
I like this market. Like, I think Trump's gonna gun for it. I think he's getting it.
I like it too. I've been tweeting about this market a lot. I think, but the reason it's 10-1 is just this like anti-Trump bias. Like, if they get the ceasefire deal done, and there have effectively been ceasefires in Israel, Iran, and now this, like, it should be him. Yeah.
If there's a ceasefire, this thing jumps to like 45%. Let's say, and you can already even catch it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It would at least double. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like that.
Broken? Chat
What?
broken screen?
Chat. What's the chat saying?
I don't see it anymore. Is it broken for you guys?
I think Sims is turning on something. I don't know how it works.
Sims is on holiday.
Do you mean on screen?
Yeah, on screen. We like it on screen.
I just need to.
On the side. I don't see it on the side. Or is it still going?
No, on the side I see it. You have to click comments.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, mine stopped at 311. No.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, me too. It stopped at 311. This is annoying. Fucking
Yeah,
stream. Yeah, me too. No, it's not even our fault. This is StreamYard thing. Chat, do you guys think Zac Efron broke his chin running in his
Or did Putin? Which one of them broke their chin? You know?
Anyway, so that's about that. So let's see what comes out of the Zelensky meeting today. Then Jackson Hole later this week. So it's gonna be a volatile week. Hold on to your panties. And if you can't handle a little bit of volatility, then maybe I don't know, maybe this place isn't for you. Tyler, let's see what you got for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour calls the kids can't miss.
Yeah, folks, crypto majors are red on the day. We've got Bitcoin down 2%, 115.5. Though rebounding, it was in the 114s. ETH down 5%, 43.16. SOL down about 6% at 182. ETH ETFs, they saw net outflows on Friday for the first time after a massive 8-session green streak that resulted in 3.7 billion in net inflows. We had the Federal Reserve officially end their novel activities program, which is the program that increased scrutiny of crypto. So that is being removed, so less scrutiny. And then SEC Chair Paul Atkins announced that the SEC is developing new custody regulations for digital assets to increase clarity and security. We had a recent survey, I thought this was interesting, from Bank of America. They showed that professional fund managers are allocating just 0.3% to crypto on average, and 75% of them have zero exposure at all. So we are still early when it comes to fund managers. In other headlines, Gemini filed to go public via the NASDAQ, ticker GEMI, timing still TBD. Grayscale filed for a Dogecoin ETF on Friday. That Doge ETF is going to happen. It is just a matter of time. And then this New York Assembly member, Phil Steck, proposed a 0.2% excise tax on all crypto transactions, which would be a big blow to crypto in New York. In Treasury news, a lot of action. SBET stock plunged on Friday after their Q2 earnings call. They had some losses and just broadly not the best market reaction. We had Metaplanet buying 775 Bitcoin. Strategy bought another 50 million. And then Saylor came out this morning. We need to talk about this. He's somewhat pivoting the MicroStrategy strategy. And now they're going to use that ATM a bit more, even under that 2.5x MNAV. We also had Adam Back and his Bitcoin Standard Treasury Co. They are close to going public in their merger with Cantor Equity Partners. They're going to launch with 30,000 Bitcoin and 1.5 billion in capital. So that's going to be a big launch. BTCS announced it's going to issue a one-time blockchain dividend. They termed it dividend. They're giving out a nickel per share in ETH, which is the first of its kind. And then arguably the blockbuster news this morning, I buried the lead. Tom Lee, they added another $1.7 billion of ETH last week. Now they hold 1.52 million, well on their way to 5%. In token airdrop and protocol news, it was quiet over the weekend for the most part. Polymarket introduced a new breaking news tab. You can see that the top moving markets over the past 24 hours. Pump Fund briefly flipped Hyperliquid in revenue on Sunday, though still lagged on the week in the month. And then Story Protocol founder Jason Zhao resigned over the weekend. 3.5 years after starting Story, and $130 million in funding later. In memes were read over the weekend. I think the biggest story was out of Light and the Heaven Protocol. Light didn't run about 4x over the weekend to 160 million FDV. The team has now spent 1.4 million buying back and burning its own token and operating its flywheel. So we'll dig into that here more in a minute. And then NFTs, a REKT 101 sold for 10 ETH, 45.
That's insane.
For a REKT 101. And then a new mint to watch, catching some hype on the timeline, is this Cerebro. It's launching on Thursday. It's called Cerebro, not Zero Bro. It's different. Cerebro. It's tied to a new portfolio tracking platform that a few CT natives are advising. And they're launching 0.08 ETH each, 69.69 NFTs. So on the pricier side, but there's been a lot of speculation on that.
All right. We have a few things I want to talk about. We have Saylor, we got Tom Lee. But quickly, did you guys miss the part where like one of the core Bitcoin devs actually like launched a shitcoin on Solana? And I'm talking about like an OG Bitcoiner.
Paid ad.
Peter Todd. No. It was not a paid ad. It appears that allegedly, of course, he could be the deployer. Like, I'm just So I don't know if you guys saw that, but that doesn't mean he is.
That's
So he
pretty
either
fun.
got paid.
I like the other one where the dev was killed in an airstrike and then survived.
I thought that was crazy, bro. Like, or maybe it's a psyop because
The
he's
Zero
actually
Bro all over again. Zero Bro all over again.
Zero Bro. We have Peter Todd. We have the dev died in Iran, which was actually that was insane. The nuclear, he got struck by Israel, and then a month later he's active in GitHub. But anyways, a lot of stuff to cover. Let's talk about Sailor. So what's that pivot exactly, Tyler?
Yeah, try to pull up the tweet if you can. But basically,
Yeah, there you
they
go.
changed the wording. If you look at this slide, and it's in the below 2.5x MNAV section. They're now saying they will technically issue Meister to pay interest on debt to fund preferred equity, and then when otherwise deemed advantageous to the company. So that point.
Did they say that? We're gonna.
Yeah, this just happened today.
Ooh, baby. That's
What?
funny. That is very funny. That they're gonna issue stock to pay the debt. This is exactly what I was talking about. That like every one of these MicroStrategy holders were like, "Oh, it's so good they're buying more stock," and now he's saying he's gonna issue more stock to pay the debt, pay the interest on the preferreds. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna call I was completely right on MicroStrategy here if that is what they are saying that they're gonna do. Exactly what I said, that as a common stockholder, it is not beneficial for you for them to continue to buy Bitcoin. He played a blinder. He's now saying that they will still issue common stock to pay interest on their debt and on their other pref shares. I'm not saying it's going to default. I'm saying that as a common stockholder, that is not good for you. Really not good.
Okay. Well, somehow strategy is still green on the day.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been pretty much down. It's been down only while Bitcoin's been hitting new all-time highs.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that thing over the weekend with NFT Nick, or I forget what he calls himself these days?
Choose Rich.
Choose Rich. Yeah. Did you see this?
I did
I
not.
didn't know. I mean, I think it was a troll because he's like known for trolling. But he like on Saturday he said MicroStrategy and all these treasury companies are all scams, and then he issues like a full apology notice. Yeah, he went viral for this stuff.
Did he? Oh my god, got 1.6
wow.
million.
Yeah, I didn't watch this.
He basically bought SBET and it's gone down, and he's now in like a full-on rampage of the fact that they continue to issue stock.
Man, it's funny. Yeah, it looks like he's on.
But this one was like a full apology. Like he was like, "I'm sorry that I said this about MicroStrategy."
Oh, he's going viral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah.
People
Not that serious.
people are losing their mind over this. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So this is a glimpse. Like we've got our CT bubble, right? But then like the Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, like the
Yo.
Bitcoin maxi side is bigger than this, right? And we don't
Way
necessarily
bigger.
interact with them on a day-to-day basis, but Nick has permeated them, penetrated them in ways that they did not like, it seems.
I love how look how he's reading on the paper in the look here in the shade. You can see the shadow of his window here.
Yeah, this was like a full-on statement where he basically apologized to MicroStrategy. It's clearly a troll, but I don't. It's on the border of like, is he trolling? Did he get threatened with a lawsuit?
Yeah.
All these things are a scam.
So MicroStrategy's pivoting. It looks like they're gonna issue more so dilute harder, basically, in order to buy more. Right? Udi kind of put it here. CT's having a hard time figuring out what changed, so I made it easy for you. Up until yesterday, Strategy wasn't going to sell more MicroStrategy shares to buy more Bitcoin until MNAV hit 2.5x. Starting today, Strategy can now sell MSTR to buy more Bitcoin. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
It's not only what they said. They also said they pay interest on debt obligations and dividends on prefs. So they didn't just say they're going to buy Bitcoin. They said they're going to pay it. they're going to issue more stock to cover their financing costs.
So what do you guys think? Like, this is like, does it, for me, like, I'm obviously not as tapped into as you guys in these, but for me, like, when you change what you said like a month ago, that usually doesn't really inspire confidence, right? Like, Tyler, what do you make of that?
I think in general, no. For Sailor, it's a little bit different. I think broadly, folks didn't love this gives them more wiggle room to potentially buy it. I didn't really interpret what Mando was saying about doing this to pay down the debt, which also is not great. I don't know that I have a strong read. I need to back it a bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I think this is the issue that I think has been, and what Nick is getting at as well. He clearly went in and didn't know how these vehicles operate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's a lot of people bought these and not knowing that they think they will just go up like the stock, like the underlying asset, and that's not how they operate. They operate by trading at some sort of multiple of that underlying asset, and they will issue more shares when they trade too high. And it's all on what MicroStrategy did, because they managed to do it for some reason at 2.5x for a long time. And yeah, it can go bad. When enough people in crypto are saying something won't be great. It's not that I think these vehicles will go to zero. This is an FTX style scenario, but if you're buying the common stock of some of these vehicles, I think you can get really badly hurt.
Yeah, you have to know the game you're playing. You have to know that they're going to continue selling effectively every day. And you also don't have we don't even know what the live MNAV ratios are on these ETH treasury codes, because they're only updating their share counts once a week when they issue their like prospectus forms, which is something I learned, like being in the weeds trading these. So like, you don't even know what SBET's actual MNAV is right now, and there's no way to know it. And this is actually where tokenizing stocks and putting them on the blockchain would actually solve this, because you would have the information in real time, and we just literally just don't have it. And we are reliant on the companies to actually tell us what their share counts are, which is kind of absurd in 2025. I learned this the hard way going through that Robert Leshner, was it YHC? Liquor Co. I forget the name of the company now, even at this point.
Yeah.
That was like a crash course in how these companies can just issue basically unlimited stock. And there's rules around it, and they've got the filings that they operate under, but it's effectively what they're doing. I mean, go look at the BitMiner chart, BMNR. ETH is flat on the week now. Tom's been buying all this ETH. Their assets are going up. The stock's down 16%. Right, which is counterintuitive. Like if you were just looking at this trade from the sidelines and not knowing the inner details of how this works, you would think it would be going up. ETH is flat, and they hold more of it. The value of the company should be higher, but that's just not how it works, unfortunately. So it does make these trickier trades. Was getting very interesting in the ETH Treasury Co. trade is like SBET's getting close to 1. MNAV. I mean, the strategic ETH reserve side is at 1.1 right now. And again, like that might not be that might not be exact, but it's probably ballpark.
Very close.
Yeah. So SBET's up today. Like this is how this stuff is so counterintuitive. ETH is down 5%, and now SBET's back up green, which is not what you'd expect. But
yeah, it's a little confusing.
There's nuance to all this. And if this is over your head, you probably shouldn't be trading it.
Yeah, like I've been saying since day one, like I much rather own just ETH. And that's and look, at BitMiner clearly has been doing well, but I still rather own ETH over any of these companies. Speaking of which, we're going down, even despite Thomas Lee acquiring $1.7 billion worth of Ethereum last week. They now hold 1.52 million ETH, Tyler.
Crazy. So they bought 1.7 billion. How much is that per day? So they're buying 250 million per day, basically.
In a week, like meaning like a 7-day week or like a 5-day business week?
I think they must be buying.
I think the treasury goes by weekends. I think they do.
I think they do too. I've seen some speculation that Tom is also using options as a way. Like I've seen some speculation that the amount he's buying would be difficult to accumulate without doing some options trading. I don't have the data behind that, but that would be interesting. But anyway, he's going nuts. They flipped Mara, which is the number 2 Bitcoin holder. So now that they are the official second largest crypto asset treasury in the world behind strategy.
So they have 1 point. That's twice the amount of Sharplink.
Sharplink's buying at a crazy pace, and
Them
they
too.
can't,
Yeah.
they can't even keep up with 50%. Like it is wild.
1.5 million, dude. That's
It's also
just
a little unsettling that Tom bought 1.7 billion in the past week, and ETH is flat. So, and like I know we were like due for a pullback and all this, but I mean, clearly there's been some big sellers because we had that 1.7 billion in buy pressure from Tom. We know Joe Lubin and SBET were buying. Like this ETH SOL company was buying. So we're talking about 2 billion plus, and we're flat.
the foundation's got to be max dumping, bro. Like it's got to be like a big seller. Like it can't be like CT. Like CT doesn't have money.
The ancient ETH whales, the
ancient
ICO
ETH
whales, they're all dumping close to all-time highs.
You know what? The Mendo does make a great point. Like you kind of do want this to like retest, like though it's like pumping around like 4,300, which is really good. Like I think Bitcoin did that at first, right? When we crossed that one, I forgot what it was, 112. It's crossed so many all-time highs at this stage, but like it kind of went there, retested the last all-time high, and it kind of stayed above. And then we've been like above the 110K mark, 100K mark for a while, whatever. I forget, but I kind of stopped paying attention to price action because August is like so diabolical. Like here, that's I'm talking about here. Like we kind of like retested and you know, like yeah, this is what I'm talking about actually. We tested 112. We may retest it again or not. Like we're actually, you know, Tyler, the more we talk, the more we appear to be pumping, so to speak. So
Let's keep talking.
Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. Speaking of talking, there was something else that you brought up that I kind of want to go. We did Tom Lee. We did.
You want to talk about heaven and light?
Yo, I do want to talk to you about your weekend. Just a heads up. I haven't looked into it. Cause my mom, my brother, all here, so I've been like really busy, like with family and stuff.
Sure.
Out all day, but I have notifications on, and I just see you posting charts going in. So talk to me about your weekend, Tyler.
Yeah, so there is a new player in the meme coin launchpad war, and
All right.
in general, I am skeptical, and I look at these like I keep these at an arm's length. But a good buddy of mine said, "Hey, you should look into this," and I think this one's different. And so I did. In disclosure, I do hold some of these tokens. So Heaven is an AMM and a launchpad for memes, for ICM, for projects, any and everything. It's from Peaceful Decay, who is kind of a more hardcore trencher. He's got the background deep in these platforms and, you know, looking at them from a trader's perspective. So Light is the native token. Heaven is the launchpad. Light is their token. They had a Genesis ICO. They got a $23 million FTV, I want to say. Sold 60% of tokens. The team has a 2-year linear vest on them. I think what's interesting about them is their flywheel. So
Okay.
100% of revenue earned will go to buying and burning Light programmatically and in real time. So you can
100%?
100% of revenue. It's all going back. And then they've also got this fee structure. So creators will get fees based on what type of a coin it is, and different fee structures at different price levels. So under 100,000 in market cap, it's like 1%. And then it goes down the higher you go. So I think a natural question is, well, how does the team earn money? They earn fees off of the trading on Light token. And then they also have their vested Light tokens. So Peaceful's come out and said, that's how we're going to monetize this. And then 100% of the fees are going back to Light. It was the Light token itself had a rocky start. So it went below its ICO. It came out at, so again, I think it was like 22 or 23. It dipped to like 14 million. And then Heaven Protocol launched late Thursday night. I think there was a couple issues with the launch. But then basically from Friday on, it just started grinding up. It was up 100% Friday, Saturday. It's up another 50% yesterday. I think I'm seeing it at 70 million market cap right now, which I think is probably somewhere 66. So that's probably
Whoa.
130 million FTV.
Where'd you get it?
I've been DCAing in all weekend. So I'm my average is probably around 60. So I'm not a ton. Yeah. Basically, I think this has potential legs from here.
Interesting.
And I missed the bottom, but it wasn't just light. So I did go in on some of the eco tokens.
80 million market cap, 131 FDV, if that's the right token I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
No, that may not be it. Sorry. This may be a.
Yeah, I think that
no,
was slightly different. I'm seeing on Heaven, it's at 67 million market.
Oh, it's not light token, so it's light. Oh, 76. This could be it. I'll just rather go here. I'll just go on the website. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So there it is.
First
So,
glance, I have to say, it's the first time I even go on this website, and I don't know if I'm even going to play it, but it's nice. Like, it's clean. Now, it doesn't mean it's good. I'm just saying it's like really, it's it looks good on the eyes, you know?
yeah, it's pretty clean. It's the trading side. It's easy to use.
Yeah.
Nice little UI.
Like Virtuals just had one job. It was like that, you know?
It's nice they've got the flywheel stats right there. So they've already burned 2% of the token supply.
Wow.
Which is
Interesting.
But of course, for this token to have value, like you need the launchpad to work. So you need some successful memes. They are going to launch effectively like a meme buying fund as well.
So what's the top meme? Is Halo? Is that
Halo's
what it
the
is?
top meme. I think it hit like 7 or 8 million at peak. Looks like it's around 6 right now.
Okay, I see. And they have a whole like, what, how, this is like, it's well done. See, like it's easy for me to go on there and be like, okay, what the hell is Tyler's talking about? And I go in here, like, okay, quick start, or like what's light, or like you go to what is heaven, then there's like everything on the side here. I like this.
Yeah,
God flywheel.
They've got technical docs if you want to dig into that. They've got the surface level for folks who just want to have a more basic understanding. It's a good flywheel. Like this was what was missing from the launch coin Believe app. This is what everyone wanted.
I was gonna make this comment. Like Pasternak is still working on a flywheel.
It's this easy.
It's not that hard, it just maybe less greed or something. Who's the founder here? Like, who's the team?
Peaceful
like,
Decay is his handle.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
I'm probably following here. Here. There you go. Peace. This guy.
Yep.
And Fate. Okay. Interesting.
So that's the story. Let me get they're having some success. So I'll send you the best dashboard. From a revenue perspective, they've had about 3 straight days, 260,000 to 300,000 or so.
Yeah. Now it was a hot weekend for them, right? Let's see if it's sustainable. But you're right. Like this is probably
exactly. You want to see this
yeah
over a much longer period of time.
Yeah, because on the Jupe dashboard, whoops, I keep typing up on the show, and then we end up on the up movie thing. Because on Jupe, like
Jupe's not recording them yet, so they're not.
Oh, not yet. Wait, what? No,
yes.
This is not wrong.
So Jupe hasn't included them. So their market share on a revenue basis is closer to like 25%. So they would be second on here. But the other story of what's happening, if you can use the Jupe stats for this, Pump is back. Pump has full control.
Full control.
Let's Bonk has effectively had their huge run up and is now back to 10% or less, which is
it's like 90% Pump Fun. Saw Moon Overlord, Duncan, and everyone. He's right. So here's what we were talking about this morning, right? Like I was telling Tyler this morning, I'm like, great idea, horrible execution. And this is a good example for the chat. We were very vocal about it, and I kind of took the trade in public. I never really do that. But it's like participating in the ICO of Pump Fund was a great trade. It's a guaranteed 50% trade on any size. Yeah, it was capped at 1 million, but kept multiple wallets. So like you could have full ported, put all of your money into Pump, and done 50% in 24 hours, 48 hours, for sure. So like, remember I put 100K first. I said I would do it here. I thought 50K. I should have taken it out, and I'm 50K for just scratching my balls myself on a Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? So great trade there. And we talked about this, how it will probably dump like crazy at first, right? Tyler, we even said it's like, oh, this thing's gonna dump like crazy, and then start catching a bid again when they get hot. And so this is where I'm saying wrong execution. It's like then we aped in. The thing goes down, sentiment goes down. They go silent for 14 days, and of course they're back, and of course they're number one because Pump Fund is effectively the biggest product. I want to say one of the biggest products ever in history to come out of cryptocurrency, right? At least one of the fastest growing startups in the history of startups in general. And that's outside of crypto as well. So what do we think here? Like, market's red, so obviously you see a big red candles on the pump side, but they're dominating market share again.
I think it's a buy. So on the monthly revenue numbers, Hyperliquid's done 92 million in revenue. Pump's done 28 million. So Hype's done about 3x, 3.5x. What Pump has done, but it's trading at like 14x higher. So to me, like if we're going to go down this revenue valuation path, which makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone's banging the drum on for Hype and why Hype has been such a great trade.
Yeah.
Pump, then you have to evaluate Pump the same way. And I think the only criticism of that thesis is that Hyperliquid is growing and Pump has already peaked and is going down. But I don't know that you can really, I understand that. But I don't know that you can draw the conclusion that Pump volume is just down only forever.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if we're going to match Trump coin weekend again.
No, obviously not.
But it doesn't mean that it can't grind back up in Q4.
All it takes is a big runner, dude. Like it's, yeah. I wouldn't be concerned about that. But you see, I told you, like, we're even saying, like, I was saying, Hyperliquid is the comp, like, and you're seeing now it being compared because like this cycle's ICOs and everything. So yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're a believer in that. And you're talking launchpads, it's always Pump Fund. Some things are being compared to. It's always like that. So we'll see where that takes us. But anyways,
we'll talk about it on Underexposed tomorrow. D's had an interesting comment because he's been selling his soul for Pump. And,
I saw that.
Well, he's been selling his
Farcoin.
Yes.
And his Farcoin.
If you think those are the three big Soul eco tokens, and of course there's more. There's Radium, but let's just for this purposes of this discussion, Soul, Pump, Farcoin, which one is more likely to double up in the quickest time frame? I'm probably taking Pump, and like my heart wants it to be Farcoin. I think Soul's got a lot of
Farcoin is just diabolical time, diabolical PA. You got to be like mentally ill to like hold it like I do. Like it's illness. Like Mando even checked in this week. He's like, yo, like you still have your whole pump on? I'm like, Farcoin. I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like. And then he goes like, for us with Mendo is bullish Farcoin. He says it's gonna go up. Like he told me this in private, but he's like, I believe it's gonna go up. He's like, you're crazy to have this as your core position. He's like, you must be going nuts. I'm like, I honestly, Mendo, I stopped looking because if you like, you can't look. It's diabolical. It's unhealthy. I agree though. Pump Fund probably is the most, sensical one. And Farcoin is the most nonsensical one. It's a meme coin.
The thing about Farcoin is you're not going to have time to get into the position. Like when it does inevitably rip, it's gonna happen very fast, and everyone's going to be offsides. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, look, you guys will talk about it more on Underexposed this coming Tuesday at noon. Quickly for the giveaway today. So all right, Sims, are you in the chat? Because I'm about to announce how we're gonna pick the winner right now. But for the pickers, oh, I see. So the picker's broken today, but we're still gonna do the giveaway so that we avoid having a double day tomorrow. And so I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and then the first person to answer the right answer in the Degenz live chat. So I'm on Kick right now. I'm looking at Kick as well. So Sims, I'll see who I see first, and you tell me as well, so we can confirm. Whoever is the fastest to reply on kick.com/Degenz live, the first comment that Sims and I agree on is the right answer will win and be selected.
Just be quick with the question, so no, because like
yeah. So you ready? All right. Which president did Donald Trump meet this past weekend in Alaska? Is that quick enough? Oh, Putin! I see Trump. Is it Trump?
I have. On my side, Rock 2717.
Oh no, Rock 27. You're right. He's right above the Donald Trump answer. Pornstar answered Donald Trump, and Rock2717 answered Putin. I see him. That was quick, bro. That was quick. Yo, shout out to Chop, MP Boogie. That was quick, dude. Someone had the time to type Donald Trump and was still second. All right, well, there you go. Rock2717. We had to find a little ghetto-ass way Sims and I in the back end in the meantime. That was fun. At least we're giving money to the people that are active in the chat and on Kicks. That was all that matters for us. Reminder that Friday we're doing a sub only giveaway, and then tomorrow we have ICO Beast on the show, and Wednesday we got John Wang. So it's gonna be a fun show tomorrow. ICO's coming for the whole hour.
Nice.
Yeah, ICO's coming for the whole hour tomorrow. All right, well, Rocky, you won. I do have 5 minutes until our next call. A little lamb chop action maybe for you. We're not gonna hear the sound because stupid Mozilla thing. I gotta figure out the Firefox. All right, Rocky's still you're still in the chat, right? Rock, I see you. Rock is still in the chat.
I think given that we've done this as a different way, we just go straight to the tracks. I really do on both runs.
I mean I'm I'm on your. Oh wait, it shows $0 here. I have to go in USDT. All right, Rock, I see you. Oh, now the chat all of a sudden is fixed again. Sims.
Yeah,
This is so stupid. All right, well, you won $250 already, Rock. So congratulations.
500.
Oh, sorry, $500. I'm sorry. You won $500 already. Congratulations. Now, I have high volume, guys. Look at the leaderboard. I love that. Well, thank you very much. Rock, what's 250 and how do you want us to go? You have 2 chances. Pick your difficulty and let's get this going. Let's get this going quickly. Your boys got to go in 4 minutes. Let's give some money away.
Easy tracks. Go.
Easy tracks.
Go.
Let's go. Okay. Easy tracks. Let's go. Easy. $250 to that tracks. Come on. It's always the first one. No. Damn, Mando wins again. Well, guess what though?
The fuck?
You get another run. You get another run. Hey, at least it's going to the tracks. Yeah, I like this kind of winner. All right, let's see. No crying in the casino, y'all. No.
Go for it again.
Just do easy tracks again.
I think that's what we're doing, just both of them.
Yeah, Rock, we're doing it again, all right? The chat's going crazy, bro. Make sure you subscribe. Is he here? Okay, okay, he said do it again. I bet. Surely he won't get clapped again first round. That was dirty as fuck, dude. Oh yeah. Oh no.
What?
Fucking Mando wins again. Oh my god. But the market is pumping at least. Congratulations, Rocky. We'll send you your $500. With that, we'll sell tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.